The question for today is someone asked, I'm worried about premature ejaculation and losing my erection. When I'm in the moment, my mind just can't relax and I can't fully enjoy the experience. I'm not even that old, but these negative thoughts keep getting in the way. My wife says she's close to climax, and as soon as she says that, I get so excited that I end up orgasming too quickly. How can I free myself from these thoughts? First of all, this is a common issue that many people have. When many men grow up, they learn to ejaculate as quickly as possible. They usually go to the bathroom when they're masturbating, they're scared of someone walking in, knocking on the door. So we almost train ourselves to be able to ejaculate quickly. And then when we start having partner sex, then it's hard to control the urge to not come too quickly. I have a few suggestions for you. First of all, what you're talking about, it seems like you lost your sexual confidence. There's been times that you ejaculated too quickly, maybe your partner was frustrated, maybe you were irritated, and now as soon as you are in the moment, the thought shows up. There are a few things that you can do before sexual experiences, right before, and during experiences. Number one thing that I want you to do is when you are on your own, practice noticing your thoughts and letting them go. All of our brain constantly produces thoughts. Our brain is radio doom and gloom. If we're listening to those thoughts and we follow them, they can create anxiety, frustration, but when we let them go, let them pass, then they will pass and it's not impacting our functioning. One of the great examples of this comes from acceptance and commitment therapy. There is this analogy we use that it's like you're driving from LA to San Francisco. You're a driver, you have very mean passengers. They're yelling all sorts of things to you. Take a turn, you're never gonna get there, what type of driving is this? All of these negative things. If we're listening to those passengers, we're never going to be able to make it to our route. If we park and argue with them, we're also not going to make it to our destination. What we need to do, we have to let them be and continue with our direction. Yes, it can be irritating, but that is a practice and that's a mindset that we can cultivate. How it looks like is that I want you to maybe 5 to 10 minutes every day outside the bedroom, practicing sitting somewhere, noticing the thoughts and letting them go. It could happen through visualization. Maybe a thought pops up. You're noticing this thought that says you're never going to be able to satisfy your partner. We're imagining, visualizing it on the leaf. The leaf goes down the stream and then the next thought comes. Sometimes the leaf gets stuck. The thought is not moving. You just sit with it and letting it pass. When we're practicing it enough, during sexual experiences, we also will be able to catch those thoughts but not engage in those. So if you want to learn a mind hack, this is called cognitive diffusion. You can research on it or do the exercise I just mentioned. The second strategy is more of a behavioral strategy because we want to help you to develop sexual confidence. So what we do is we teach you how to last longer so you wouldn't ejaculate too quickly. This technique called agging. What it takes is for you to stimulate your penis until you reach the point of kind of excitement, but right before ejaculation. If we're saying 0 is like very little arousal, maybe erection without that much of a buildup, and 10 is ejaculation, you want to make sure that you're stimulating your penis until it's somewhere around 7 to 8. And then you stop. You're not touching yourself, you're not stimulating the penis. You wait until that urge subsides. It could be 1 minute or 2 minutes. And then you bring yourself back to the point of 8 or 9. Practice it a few times every time you masturbate. So that can help you to be able to be more in control of your ejaculation. What it does that then it gives you confidence. So you know that you have to develop this new belief that I am in control of my ejaculation. And one of the reasons that we might have more of those negative thoughts, it's because we're anxious. Our emotions and our thoughts are connected. So in order for you to calm your thoughts at times, you can do breathing exercises with your partner outside the bedroom. So right before sex, you can do some tantric breathing exercises. You can put your hand on their heart and do synchronized breathing. You can do 5 to 10 rounds of deep belly breathing, and that can help you to feel more grounded. And then kind of move forward with doing foreplay and other stuff. The more you work on changing the emotion, the less those thoughts can show up. But my favorite strategy is the mindfulness one that I shared with you before. The last strategy that many people use is to use delay sprays. There are various delay sprays in the market. Many of them A, lead to numbness for you, and B, can numb your partner. So it can kind of reduce the excitement of the experience. The best way to learn to delay your ejaculation is through the strategies I talk about outside the bedroom. You also mentioned erectile unpredictability. That is something that requires a little bit of more of a digging. I have this free quiz that you can take and you can see what might be the root cause of erectile unpredictability. And depending on the root cause, I have solutions that you can take right now to address the erectile issues. All right, so if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you're subscribing to our channel and tune in for the next video on Q&A.